Okay, one more problem number 1. Okay, answer for this one is negative 48. One more problem number 2. Alright, answer for this one is 6. Number 3. On this one, answer is 16. Okay, they are 5 million a ticket, and the maximum number you can buy is 2. And you redeem them at the end of class. You can win 10 million, 20 million, or 50 million. Okay, homework check is going to be up here. Go ahead and bring it up. Okay, the answers are going to look like this. I went ahead and worked them out, and the answers are in the white box. That should be your final answer. So number 1 is 1/3. Number 2 is negative 8 over 5. And number 3 is negative 1/2. Number 4 is 2 over 5. Number 5 is negative 9 over 8. And number 6 is going to be negative 3 over 20. Okay, 7 is 3 over 5. Number 8 is 13 over 7. And number 9 is negative 5 over 14. Okay, number 10 is negative 5 over 2. Number 11, negative 7 over 12. And number 12 is negative 7 over 2. Okay, number 13 is negative 24 over 17. Number 14 should be negative 2. And number 15 should be negative 2 over 11. Alright, questions on the homework? Okay, and I have your makeup work to pass back. Okay, remember you can come in 6th period for extra help or make up a test or retake a test. Our objectives for our patterns, functions, and algebra number 8. And our learning target is to find the equation of the line that is parallel to a given line and passes through a given point. Example 1, what we want to do is we want to find a line that's parallel to this line right here. And this line, the equation that we're trying to find, also passes through this point that we're given. So the first thing we want to do, we're looking for a line that looks like this. We need to find its slope, and we need to find its y-intercept. So the first thing we're going to do is find the slope of the line. Of parallel lines are what? They're equal, that's right. So if the line that we're looking for is parallel to this line, what's going to be the slope of the line? It's going to be 2, right. If this line right here is parallel to this one that we already have, then that means that their slopes are going to be the same. So the slope of the line that we're looking for is going to be 2. Okay, slopes of parallel lines are equal. Alright, walk by. What is the slope of a line that's parallel to y equals 4x minus 4? If the slope of this line is parallel, what's the slope going to be then? It's going to be 4. Remember, our line that we are talking about, the slope of a line that's parallel to this line, if they're parallel, the slopes are going to be the same. So we just look at the slope of our line that we're given. We know that our new line is going to have a slope of 4. Alert. Slopes of parallel lines are blank. Okay, slopes of parallel lines are what? They're equal or the same. You could have had either answer. Okay, for example 2, we're looking for the slope of a line that is parallel to this line. They're parallel lines, so what's our slope going to be for our new line? 1/3, that's right. If they're parallel lines, that means they're going to have the same slope. So we look at the slope of the line that we're given. The slope of our new line will be 1/3. Okay, walk by alert. What is the slope of a line parallel to y equals 1/2 x minus 7? Okay, if the line that we're looking for is parallel to this line, that means its slope is going to be equal to this line. So our slope for the new line will be 1/2. Okay, practice problem number 1. The slope of a line parallel to y equals negative 4x plus 2. If it's parallel, it's going to have the same slope, so our answer is negative 1/4. Yes. 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 No. Yes. 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 Okay. Answer for this one should be x is equal to 9. For example number 3, we have y equals 2x plus 2 going through a point, or we're looking for a line parallel to y equals 2x plus 2 that goes through the point negative 1/4. This is the same line that we used in example 1. Yeah. So we know that the slope is equal to 2. Now what we're looking for is a line that's parallel to this line and that goes through negative 1/4. So we have the slope. We need to find our b, which is our what? Y-intercept, that's right. Okay, so to do that, we're going to be using our point in our right-hand corner up here. To find our b, we're going to plug in what we know about this line. We know that our slope for this line is 2, so we're plugging in 2 for m. We also know that it goes through negative 1/4. We're going to plug in our x value and our y value into our equation and solve for b. Now our x value is negative 1 and our y value is 4. So we plug in 4 for y and negative 1 for x, and we get these numbers from our point. Okay, so now we just need to solve this equation. First thing we want to do is multiply 2 and negative 1. On the left we'll have 4, and on the right 2 times negative 1 is what? So we'll have negative 2 plus b. How do we get our b by itself? What do we need to do? We add 2 to both sides. So on the right, 4 plus 2 gives us what? 6, and on the right we have b. So we know our b, our y-intercept for this line that is parallel to the given line is 6. Okay, now that we have our slope and our y-intercept, we want to plug in our slope and our y-intercept to get our final equation. Remember, what we're looking for is a line that's parallel to this given line and that goes through this point. So to find that, we need to find our slope and our y-intercept, which we did, so now we just need to put it back into the equation. So our final answer should be y is equal to 2x plus 6. Alright, walk by alert. To find our y-intercept, we will use our blank. Okay, what are we going to use to find our y-intercept? Our point, right, the point that we're given. Okay, for example 4, this is the same one that we used in example 2. Y equals 1/3 x minus 2. Remember, to find a new equation, what we're looking for is an equation of a line that is parallel to our given line and that goes through our point 3, 4. So we need to find our slope and our y-intercept and then put these back into our equation to get the final equation that we're looking for. So we already have our slope. We found that in example 2. Our slope is 1/3. Why is it 1/3? Right, it's parallel to our given line. When lines are parallel, their slopes are the same. So the slope for our line that we're looking for is going to be the same slope as the one that we already have. So our slope is 1/3. We want to find b, our y-intercept. Now how do we find our y-intercept? Our equation, y equals mx plus b. we want to plug in everything that we already know about a line. We know that the slope is 1/3. So we plug 1/3 in for m. Can we plug anything else into this equation? Right, we're going to use our point, remember? We use our point to find our y-intercept. So we want to get this b to a point where we can find the b by itself. We have 3, 4. Which one is our x value? 3. Which one is our y value? So we're going to plug in 4 for y. We're going to plug in 3 for x. Okay, now we have something where we can find our b. We need to multiply 1/3 and 3. What's 1/3 times 3? So that's 1 plus b. How do we get our b by itself now? Right, we need to subtract 1 from both sides. So on the left we have 4 minus 1, which is 3. And on the right we have our b. So we know our b is equal to 3. And I must have... Okay, now that we found what our b is, our y-intercept and our slope, we want to plug this, our slope and our y-intercept, into our y equals mx plus b so we can find the line that we're looking for. What's the line that we're looking for? It's parallel to this line, and it passes through what? Passes through our point, that's right. So the line that's parallel to this line passes through this point. We can find this by plugging in our m for slope, which is 1/3, and plugging in our y-intercept, which we found was 3. Okay, so that is our final answer, the final equation that we were looking for. Remember, all we did was we found our slope. How did we find our slope? Right, it's parallel, so we just look at our given line. How did we find our y-intercept? Okay, walk by alert. Alright, write the equation where your slope is equal to -2. Your y-intercept is equal to 5. Okay, after we find our slope and our y-intercept, we plug it back into y equals mx plus b. So we plug in our -2 for m. We plug in our 5 for b. So your answer should be y equals -2x plus, oh, not b, plus 5. Okay. Alright, find the line that's parallel to this given line and that passes through this point. Okay, we need to find our m, our slope, and we need to find our y-intercept. What's our slope? -2. To find our slope, we just look at the slope of this line. If we're looking for a parallel line, then their slopes are going to be the same. Next, we need to find our y-intercept. What are we going to use to find our y-intercept? Our point, right. We're going to take y equals mx plus b. We plug in our slope. We plug in our x value. And we plug in our y value. And then we need to solve for our y-intercept. Our y value is -1. Our slope is -2. And our x value is 3. So we do -2 times 3 gives us what? -6 plus b. We need our b by itself. What are we going to do to both sides to get our b by itself? Add 6 to both sides. On the left side, -1 plus 6 gives us what? And on the right side, we just have b. So our b is 5. But we're not done. We need to find the equation. That means we're going to take y equals mx plus b. We're going to put in our slope and we're going to put in our y-intercept. So our final equation will be y is equal to -2 times x plus our y-intercept, which is 5. Okay, answer for the bonus should be x is equal to -10. Okay, don't forget to fill out your exit slips. If you have money to turn in, you can go ahead and bring it on up. If you haven't picked up your binder, go ahead and do that.